Someone didn't take her eye makeup off very well last night. Dear oh, dear oh, dearie me. I've just seen myself. Don't go live without checking what you look like in the mirror first. And I look a state, but there we go. Someone didn't take their eye makeup off properly. There we go. Let me just do that while I'm waiting for you all to join me. Oh, dear. So, hello, hello, hello. Message to self, do not go live without checking what you look like first. I know, I'm just repeating myself for the person that's just joined. I've got a load of eye makeup still on underneath my eyes. I thought I did a thorough job and someone's gone already. I'm not surprised, I've put them off. They've taken one look at me and thought, that's not a beauty channel, go away. I have actually cleansed my face this morning as well. Believe it or not, I just didn't look in the mirror. Hi, Nina. I'm just taking my eye makeup off underneath my eyes because I just realised that I hadn't done a very good job last night. Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. Now, I'm being a bit lazy today. I say a bit lazy. I've really been suffering with this knee of mine. So I'm in my not very glamorous top again. I'm really sorry, guys, but it's really difficult to get around at the moment. Really hard. And it's Saturday. So, hello, Shahina. Now, I'm going to do a video on some of these things, but I thought I would show you. I've also got some glitters to show you as well from With Love Cosmetics, but I wanted to show you some other things that I got this week, and I'm going to do some separate in the week videos on them. But my sister got me onto P. Louise. I don't know if you've heard of P. Louise. And I got a load of stuff from P. Louise. I'm going to show you that, and I'm also going to have a little go at kind of doing things. Now, actually, when I say my sister got me into P. Louise, I actually saw this Instagram post of this makeup look. Hello, Terry. And I sent it to my sister and she said, oh, I like that. And in this tutorial, they were using two products, one by P. Louise and the other by Carla Cosmetics. Now, I bought from Carla Cosmetics years ago. Oh, you like P. Louise? Good. I bought from Carla Cosmetics years ago. I bought her, she does this brilliant eye base, and it basically fixes any glitter. I'm going to get another one soon because it reminded me how good it was, and it's probably sitting very old and dried up in a box somewhere in my storage shed. So they were using a combination of a P. Louise eyeshadow, which was this one. It's not an eyeshadow. I'm going to tell you more, actually. It's a kind of all-round thing. And this kind of loose pigment. And it looks so beautiful that I sent it to my sister. And it got my sister into... We all wanted to know what they put on as the base. And it was P. Louise. And so we ended up getting a load of these. So I'm going to tell you about that. But I also ended up getting something else from P. Louise, which has just arrived and I haven't even opened the box. So I'm going to show you some of these things. And before I do, let me just quickly put some... I'm going to say hello to you all and I'm going to put some magic cream on. I did cleanse my face this morning, but I just didn't look at my eyes. So I ended up with a load of eyeshadow. I keep meaning to put in an order for one of my favourite makeup removers that I've long since used up, and I'm going to order some more. And it's by a company called Style Pro. Do you know the guy that invented those brush cleaners on Dragon's Den? Well, he's got this set with a kind of gel oil cleanser and a cloth, and it just takes your makeup off better than anything has ever taken makeup off on me before. And I've still got the cloth, but I run out of the cleanser a long time ago and I miss it. So I'm going to be putting in an order for that, and I'll show it you again because it honestly is the best cleanser in terms of getting your makeup off really quickly, and you don't end up with what I had this morning, the Panda Eye. Right, there's some magic cream just to give my skin a bit of a kickstart. And I'll tell you what else I'm going to quickly put on, because I've been doing this the last couple of days because I haven't been sleeping well because of my pain. And this definitely is giving my skin a bit of a kickstart. Do you remember the Victoria Beckham Augustina Bader serums? I'm just going to put some of that on because it definitely is making a difference. It gives your skin a really, it's not cheap, and I got it in a set free at Christmas, but it definitely, if your skin is looking a bit worse for wear, or like me, you're going through a period of insomnia, it's worth actually. I think she does this kit all year round where you get the 6 weeks of vials. It's definitely worth that just to give your skin a kickstart. What Rebecca says is your skin kind of plateaus after 6 weeks. So I don't think there's anything to be gained from using it all the time. Certainly not your bank balance, but definitely for a short while, it does help to get moisture into your skin. And you know, when you've got insomnia, your skin just really becomes dehydrated, and it starts drinking up, and my skin has just drunk all of that up and said, thank you very much, I'll have all of that. And it feels a bit more revived. Now I'm going to come and say hello to you all. So you've always wanted to try P. Louise Eye Base. Well, I'm going to show you a lot of eye bases here. So hello BB, hello Shahina, hello Nina, hello Terry. And also what's great about P. Louise is it's so affordable. Now she has, it gets a bit confusing because she's got 3 shops. She's got the shop on TikTok, she's got the shop on her app, and she's also got the shop like when you just look at it normally on Google or whatever. It's worth checking TikTok because she comes up with these kind of spot deals that are really good. And they're a little bit more difficult to find on the app. So it's worth checking TikTok and following her on TikTok. But I'm going to show you what I got. Now, I got this for my dad. I did open it because I wanted to try it, and I'll tell you why. So my dad can't take anything by mouth because he can't swallow. So for the last 3.5 years, bless him, he's been fed through a hole in his stomach, a peg feed, right? And my dad used to love food, and he used to love flavours of food and everything else. And one of the things that we've noticed is that his lips get really dry. So my sister and I bought him a mango lip balm. And when we arrive, he kind of points at it, and we put it on, and he starts licking his lips. And it's just great because one, it helps, you know, to stop his lips getting dry, but 2, it gives him a bit of flavour, and he loved mango, my dad. Now, P. Louise do these flavoured, whatchamacallits, flavoured kind of lip products. And I wanted to try one out. And look how cute this is. It came in a box like this. So it looks like, oops. It looks like a carton of drink. It's called Juicy Drip. I love their packaging. It's just so, it's such a lovely thing to give as a gift with a little straw coming out the top. A paper straw, right? And then inside are these two products. And I got it in pineapple, but I wanted to try it out to make sure that it wasn't too gunky, or he was going to choke on it, you know, because he needs enough to give him the flavour, but not enough that he needs to swallow something, because that could be dangerous. And I wanted to see if it had enough flavour in it as well. So he's not going to know whether, or care whether I opened it or not. So this one's in pineapple. Now, what you've got in this set, Juicy Drip, is, and she has these on offer. You can buy more than one and get money off. I got it in pineapple because he loves kind of tropical fruits. The lip scrub really tastes pineapple-y. He's gonna love it. And it's got sugar in it. It's edible. I mean, they tell you don't dip your finger in and eat chunks of it, but it's not going to actually upset him if he licks his lips and he ingests a little bit of it. And it's going to give him the flavour of pineapple. So, and it's also going to exfoliate his lips, which get really, really dry. So I got him that. And also it's got a kind of sleeping lip mask. Now, I'm not sure whether I'm going to put this on him because it doesn't actually, I can't taste pineapple or even smell pineapple in the sleeping mask. But it is incredibly moisturising with the lips. So I might try it on him. It's quite thick, so I'm not sure about that. But definitely the lip scrub. And they've got another lip balm which you can kind of clip onto your handbag. It's got one kind of a key ringy thing. They've got those on offer at the moment on TikTok. So have a look on the TikTok shop. But for now, I wanted to show you. So you were talking about the coloured bases. Now, they're not called eye bases. They're called coloured bases because, again, they're a multi-use product. Now, I got quite a few, as you will see here. Okay, the reason being, there's a couple that I bought separately. My sister got me one as well, the purple one. Couple I bought separately, but they had an offer where you could get 11 of them for 50 quid. So they're normally a tenner each. Obviously, on a first purchase, yes, I know. On a first purchase, you can get 15% off, so you can get them for £8.50 each. But there's an offer, which you don't get any further reductions, but you can get 11 for 50 quid. So that works out a really good deal if you want to try a few of them. And I'd already tried this and decided I liked it. So I'm going to show you the colours that I got. Now, first of all, there's a black base. This is really good if you've got a kind of shimmering, base, you know, a glitter or whatever, and you want it to really show up. Having a black base is always a good thing. And opposite to that, which I had to buy separately, but I got myself a white one. Now, white is great if you just want a blank canvas. And yeah, you want a blank canvas. The thing that I find, because I've got a warm undertone on my eyes, if I put greens and blues on, they often don't look green or blue unless I put a white base on. So I really wanted to get white. Now I'll tell you what I got in the set and what I didn't get in the set. Let me start by showing you what I didn't get in the set, so that if you're interested in getting, you don't think you've seen those before? No. So these are kind of, let me tell you first, these are multi-use. So they're like paints and they're multi-use. So you can use them on your lips, you can use them on your cheeks. And as I could say, even if it says you can't, pigment is pigment. But you can use these wherever you want to use them, okay? I'm going to show you something in a minute that's specifically for cheeks, and that's the box I haven't even opened. And by the way, let me just quickly show you the packaging that these come in. It's so nice. Look at that. You might be leaving a lot in 2022, but P. Louise is coming with you. Right, and all of their packaging. Let me just show you the box that I got this morning that I haven't opened yet. I love this one. All of us are a little fragile, babe. It's like she was talking to me. Aren't they cute? The packaging is great. Right. So let me show you the ones. So the one, I didn't get the whites. I bought that one separately. The purple, this lilac one I got separately, which is called Vivid Violet. I have got some swatches which I'll put up on Instagram later. Otherwise, I'm going to get covered if I do them live. Purple Passion. I had to get that one. That is not in the set. So I had to get that one. And the other one that was not in the set that I bought separately because it just looked perfect for putting on the cheeks. Also for knocking out a bit of hyperpigmentation was, where are you? Pretentious Peach. That is a perfect colour corrector colour if you've got pigmentation. Perfect kind of peach for that if you're kind of medium skin tone. All right, so those are the ones that I bought separately, but these are the ones that you get in the set. Okay, now let me just put those to one side for a minute. Right, so this is what you get for 50 quid if you want to try these out. Are they really based in South Woodford? Because the woman that talks, that's the owner, sounds Liverpudlian. I thought maybe they were from Liverpool. Right, so Cute in Coral. These are all the colours you get for 50 quid if you want to buy the set. You don't get any further money off because it's already a kind of bundle. All right, but 50 quid you get all of these. This one is called Hint of Mint. Then Summer Blues. I'm going to put one of them on. At least one of them on in a minute. Summer Blues. You get OTT Orange. And don't forget you can mix these as well. Like, you don't have to have them straight as they look there. You can kind of use them as paints. Then Blowing Bubbles. Now, what I did find with these, a little bit on my eyes, but my sister didn't find them, is they started to collect a little bit in the crease when I wore it on its own. So I find on the eyes they're better for me as a base. My sister didn't get that, but my sister doesn't have as much hooded lids as me. So I think that's to do with the fact that I've got very hooded lids. Then we've got Juicy Jungle. These are all what you get for 50 quid. Touch of Frost. Daiquiri Diva. Now, I'm going to love putting that on my lips. I think that's going to look great on the lips. Or as a blush. It's very it's kind of pink that's in the Charlotte Tilbury. Hello there, Jess. It's a kind of pink that's in the Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, you know the one I mean. I can't think of the names. I'm really going name blind these days. The one that's in the Vintage Vamp look. Love is a Drug. No, not Love is a Drug. Yes, Love is a Drug. Then Adore Me Apricot. Again, if you're a bit darker than me, that is a good colour corrector if you're a bit darker than me. I only got Pretentious Peach because that is better for my skin tone as a colour corrector. And this, which I think will also look great as a lipstick, which is called Radiant Rosewood. Now, I will put the swatches up later, but you get all that for 50 quid, right? I'm going to put these back in the box for now, because I am going to show you that this look that I saw on Instagram that started my whole haul off. And before I do any of that, I'm going to open this other box, because I bought all of that and then I got kind of pulled in again oh, hang on, taking a bit of a thing to open. Oh my word. Did you get sucked in like you do? Yes, I completely got sucked in. It's got one of these rip things at the side. I've got to be careful because it will show my address. And my sister said her one was really difficult to open, and mine wasn't yesterday. But boy, this is, I know why, because they've put the sticker over the top. Have a chat amongst yourselves for a minute. Now this one, while I'm trying to open it, I'll tell you what it is that they bought out, and it's gone viral, some cheap tints, which are like, they've got the same sort of dispenser as the Charlotte Tilbury ones. Oh my word, I don't think I'm going to get this open. I need Jack down here. See, it's got this sort of ripcord, but it's so well packaged and tight that it's very, very difficult to open it. Oh dear, dear, dear. And the fact they put this sticker over the top, I don't want to abandon it because I really want to show you guys this. Hello, Tria. And I've got quite strong arms as well, but boy, this is hard. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dearie me. Does that help? Yeah, I've done it. I managed to start it going. Ah, that's it. Right, P. Louise, if you need to think about people with arthritis. These went viral on Instagram, and Nikki Tutorials said that this is the best blush of 2023. And again, look at the packaging. They're called a Flirty Flush of Colour, and they're liquid blushes, and they've got the same type of dispenser as the Charlotte Tilbury. Now, they are normally, I think, £15 each, but it popped up on TikTok that you could get 3 for 19 quid and free delivery. So I went for it. P. Louise. So I bought 3 of them for 19 quid. So definitely check the TikTok shop. I'm going to open one of these so that you can see. I'll open all of them. This one's called Legally Pink, which is quite a light pink. I'll show you what I mean. So, oh, there you go. That's what it looks like. And it's quite a generous amount. There's 25 mils in here. That's a lot more than the Charlotte Tilbury ones. And now you can take this off if you want. That's the other thing. This snaps off. So you can just pull that off and you can use it without the thingy, which is great. Because not everybody likes these. They're not very hygienic. Hello, banana noodle. But I'm going to keep this on. Now, do we have to twist? Do we have to twist to start this off? I think there must be a way that you have to open it. Ah, do you? Oh, no. So see, that comes off if you want it to. Let me click that back on. Right. Right, a little bit more difficult to squeeze up, but that's not a bad thing, actually. I had to press down on that. It's not a bad thing because then you're not going to get it all leaking into the lid. But look, it's quite light for me, and I haven't put on any foundation, but just so that you can see what that looks like. And it's got hyaluronic acid in it. Now you can get 3 of those for 19 quid if she's still got the offer on TikTok. And it's quite buildable as well. You can put it on with your fingers. I love that. So I got 3 shades. I'm going to show you the 3 shades. Right? It's quite light on me, but now the only thing is that they sell out so much that quite a few of the colours that I fancied were out of stock to be replenished. So it's worth just keeping waiting or asking to be informed. The other one I got was Melon Mood. Aren't these a lovely kind of gift idea as well? They remind me of 2 companies. They remind me of Too Faced. And they remind me of another company, a little bit Benefit as well. Right, this one's called Melon Mood. It's a twist-off cap. And then you have to squeeze. What I would say is squeeze and then press the tip. I actually like that they're not as easy to get the product up. There's a bit of an air bubble in that one. Because that means that they're not going to leak everywhere in the cap. That's Melon Mood. Let's put that one on this side. Just put that in with my fingers. That's nice. I think I might go for a darker one of these and try it as well. And I'm going to do a video. After I've tried these for a few days, I'm going to do a video and I'm going to compare these ones with the Charlotte Tilbury ones and the Laura Mercier ones that I got. Because it seems like everybody's doing them these days. And I wonder whether, again, it's a case of these companies all go to the same cosmetic makers. And they all package them in their own packaging, but essentially they're the same product. And this one's called Coral Morals. I have a feeling that this is probably going to be the best one for me, for my skin tone. Coral Morals, slightly different packaging there. See, you just squeeze this one up. There's no on-off button. And then just press down there to bring it through. This one is definitely going to be the best one for my skin tone. Let me just take my brush to blend that in. I haven't put on any foundation yet. Really good. Coral for summer for you. Now, of course, I did actually ask them a question on TikTok and they haven't replied yet, saying what's the difference between the blushes and the colour base. And I reckon probably the difference is the dispenser and the amount that you're getting, because you can use these colour bases that I just showed you on your cheeks, and you can use them on your lips. So let me show you that really hot pink one that I said is probably going to look lovely on the lips. I'm going to look a bit weird because I haven't put on any foundation. I'm not following my normal format today of just putting on makeup and then taking you through. This one that I had, now these are quite thick, so you don't need a lot of them. You just squeeze it out the tube. Some of them, a couple of them I got, when I started to squeeze, they came out quite watery and a lot of oil came out and they needed a bit of a shake. But that was only a couple of them. So just be a bit careful when you start squeezing, especially if you've opened a couple and they've been quite hard to squeeze. And then you get one that's watery and you squeeze and a load suddenly squirts out. Let's just put this. Ali's not following the rules. What rules are they? What, the rules of me putting on my makeup? See, that's kind of my lipstick colour, isn't it? And again, as I say, you can just take a tiny bit of this. I'm going to look really weird and put it on the cheeks. Because, ladies, pigment is pigment. Now, I'm going to look a bit like Aunt Sally now because I've put so many different blushes on my face. Let me take my brush. Thankfully, you know, this now definitely needs to go in the washing machine. So I'm just using it to wipe off my makeup-y hands. What am I like? Now, let me just do this for a minute. I'm going to cover it with foundation anyway in a second, because that's still got a bit of foundation on it, so it's going to blend it out. There you go. Now, they do brow products. They do all sorts of things. So that is P. Louise for you. Now, the reason that I got into it is because of this look. I'm going to start, and I'm going to do it on my eyes in a second. Now, I'm going to put on this foundation, which I put on yesterday, because it's a coverall foundation. It's my Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation. And it's really high coverage, and it's going to cover all that makeup up. But do have a look on TikTok as well. As I said, have a look at their website, but then have a look at them on TikTok, because that's where you get all the deals a lot of the time, or that's where they're easier to find. So this, by the way, as I said, it's Huda Beauty. It's quite high coverage, and I'm using the shade Butter Pecan. I just thought it's going to cover everything really quickly. It does come out a bit yellow on me, but I've got my NW powder to put over the top, which will counteract it. And I'll do the trick of showing you that on half of my face. Have you seen the lady who puts loads of foundation on with her hands, but then it looks good at the end? No, I haven't seen her. I've become hooked on the Huda Glowish Blur Jam Primer. It's a game changer. Nina, what is that one? Because I've got one by Huda which is like a clear gel. And I have to admit, I bought it and then haven't used it a lot. So it might revive my interest, or is that a different one? I've got one that's like a clear gel. And it's in a similar bottle to a foundation. Is it that one? I've got a molten bit of brush here somewhere. I did buy one of the faux filter sticks, but I got the wrong shade and it's a bit too dark on me. You'll skip the knife. Oh, first applied with a knife. My God. No, don't. Do you know what? Sometimes I think people do things for the sake of it, to come up with a new idea. Look, I've got a new makeup tip, apply it with the knife. What I would not recommend applying your makeup with a knife. That's crazy. And I can't see why you would do it anyway. I can't see the benefit of it, apart from slight cooling on the skin. But there'd be a slight reddening of the skin if you cut yourself. More than a slight reddening. I've got a piece of hair that will not go away. Right, that's better. Now, can you see? Again, looks a bit yellow. Looks a bit yellow for my warm to neutral skin tone. So I'm going to get out my MAC powder in NW25. So this is for cool skin tones, and this will do the counteracting. And I'll do my trick. I'll do it on half of my face so that you can see how it takes the yellow off. It takes me back to my complexion. It has to be the makeup hack of the century, this. If you have foundation that is too yellow. It blows my mind that you can actually see it. See? Too yellow. Back to the normal look. Oh, my knee is on fire. Dragon. Do you know what I want to get from Lisa Eldridge? Because I actually brought up the idea. You know, she's got a lipstick called Carnival, which I have. And I did a post one day and I said, you should bring this out as a gloss as well. And Lisa Eldridge replied and said, good idea. And it is now out as a gloss and I haven't bought it yet. Right, I'm going to do the other side of my face. So if you're like me and you've got a kind of olive skin tone, or your foundation looks a bit yellow on you, that's how you correct it, is you get an NW or a powder for a cool undertone, and you set your foundation with that. The Charlotte Tilbury one, you use the Fair because that's pink for a cool undertone. And for MAC, you use an NW powder. And you will take off some of the yellow in your foundation. Right, that's more like me. I know I'm looking a bit matte and flat now. But we're going to put cream products on. Sorry about that. Velvet Morning Dragon. Yeah, oh, I've got Velvet Morning. I haven't got Dragon, you know. I am tempted by Dragon, I have to say. Because that's a lovely red, isn't it? It's a red. I'm going to keep this on. Do you know what? It's staying on quite well for a cream that comes out of a tube. Let's see. I've got stuff on my hand already. Let's see. I don't know if it's transfer proof. Not bad. A little bit, but not much. Right, now, let me do this look. Let me do this look. This is what started me off. So, there's an Instagram post, which I'm going to share. When I come off this, I'm going to share it. I'll find it and I'll share it on my daily feed. I'm going to take this shade, which is Vivid Violet. And I'm going to put this on with my fingers. And now you know I love lilac. So in this tutorial, this is what they did. I mean, she put this on with a flat brush, but I'm just using my fingers because I'm lazy. So this is the P. Louise colour base. And by the way, as I said, they do the neutral bases as well. So you can get, I got a white one, but you can get them in all the sort of skin tones all the way up. So you can actually get one of them like to use as a concealer or as an eye base. And I got the white because it's always handy to have white to blank the canvas when you've got a warm undertone. I would imagine even for a cool undertone, because I'm thinking cool undertone can sometimes upset a colour in a different way. Right, so there is my... Now you can build this up as well. She put that on, just like that. Just like that. Who said that? It was a comedian that used to say, just like that. And then we have this. Now this little pot was about 20 quid. But Carla Cosmetics is a company. She's a makeup artist. She's a friend of Daniel Sandler. And Daniel got me onto her a few years ago because she does this clear gel that is a really good base, especially if you're using glitters. And I'm going to purchase some soon and show it you. Henry Cooper. My husband used to be in his gig bands. Oh, wow. Now, what I'm going to do, it's like a little talcum powder pot. Definitely worth checking out Carla Cosmetics because they do some really unusual, not run-of-the-mill shades. But I really want to get one of their cream shades because it's got like 3 or 4 tones in it of purples and teals. And oh, it just looks scrummy. I'll probably put a bit too much in there. This colour is called Dolly. And I'm going to get my blending brush and pick some up and tap it off a bit and put this over. And this is what bought me the P. Louise when I saw this colour combo. I just pick some up with the brush and then tap off the excess. I just love this. Isn't that a lovely combo? I thought Nina would like it. Nina, this is right up your street. I'll do you a little swatch of this on the back of my hand. Now, do you see what I mean about when you're using purple on your eyes? You need a transition. Because at the moment it looks nice, but it needs something else. I'm going to tackle that in a minute. Now let me just take some of this, put it on my finger. My fingers are covered with all sorts right now. Let me find a clean finger to show you. There, look. That's what it looks like on its own. Let me put some on the back of my hand. It's so lovely, and they've got a whole new range at the moment of opal colours. I'm just going to just put a little bit more on there. Let me show you in the lid. Can you see that in the lid? Oh, always too much comes out. Just want to press some of that on. So the P. Louise acts as a brilliant base for this. The shade of the one from Carla is Dolly, and it's her pastel duochrome loose eyeshadow in Dolly. And I'm going to show you I'm going to have to pull some of this back in now. See if I can pull some of it back in. That's the only thing, is you end up wasting a load because you tip some in the lid and then loads comes out. Right. There. That's what the pot looks like as well. It's a really pretty pot. Let's show you. Now can you see why I went and got sucked into P. Louise? Because she was putting that underneath it as a base. I just love that. To me, that's just yummy. Right, now what you do when you're putting on an eyeshadow like that and it kind of looks a little bit out of place is you just get yourself. I'm just looking around to see if I've got anything, and I'm sure I have. I know where there's something. I need just a transition shade. Ah, I've got my Hindash palette. That'll do. So I just need a bit of a transition shade. So I'll just sort of go into this kind of section here to get myself a bit of a transition-y shade. Let's try the darkest one of the powder for now. Just to give you that transition. And it just kind of makes sense of it then. It doesn't look too stark. I'm just going to try it, mixing it with a bit of this. There we go. Just softens it at the top. And that's what I liked about that Anastasia Beverly Hills palette that I was showing you the other day, is that you've got the transition shade at the top in the palette with the lilac. Thank you. I love it against my white hair. Have they actually opened a physical shop, Tria? By the way, apologies. I'm not trying not to show my mouth. I just had hot cross bun before I came on, and I haven't cleaned my teeth. My teeth look dreadful. Now you can put a gloss over this. I'm going to put a bit of a gloss over this pink. I got this one from Anastasia. I got it free because I spent on the palette and the brow product. So I'll just put some of that on the back of my hand because I don't want to get pigment into the tube. But actually, that is really impressive, the longevity of that as a lipstick. It's really quite transfer resistant. Obviously, when I put the gloss on, it's going to make it less. But that's the £8.50 tube of P. Louise. And actually it didn't cost me £8.50 because I got 11 of them for 50 quid. What's that? Can someone do the maths for me? What's 50 divided by 11? 550? No, it's not even 550, is it? It's less than 550. Someone's got a calculator. Now, let's put one of these blushes back on. Let me do Coral. £4.54. I knew Nina would do it. Thank you, Nina. Let's put the Coral one back on now. I've put my foundation on. Coral Morals. I'm going to go easy this time because you really don't need a lot of this. And first I'll go in with my hands and then I'll blend it in with the brush. Now the other thing is with the skin coloured bases, where you, like the white one, and you can go through all the shades up until dark, you could get one and have it as contour. I'm surprised she hasn't bought a contour out like this with a sponge on it. Now I'll just take my foundation brush and just use that to blend around the edges. If something looks a bit too stark, just get your foundation brush and it will work it in and it will take the edge off it a bit. That is a beautiful blush. And as I said, it's got hyaluronic acid in it. Let me just check. I think it has. I'm pretty certain it has, but I'm just looking at the ingredients. I'm sure I read that it's got hyaluronic acid in it. I can't see it. I cannot see it. Well, it might not have hyaluronic acid in it, but it definitely feels cooling. And there's 25 mils of product in there, as opposed to the Charlotte Tilbury, which has got a lot less. I think it's 8 grams from memory. And you can take this off if you don't want it on. You can just take it off. And then, now unlike with Charlotte's, if you take it off, you can't get it back on again. Now with this one, I'm going to now cover myself in blush, trying to get it back on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I've covered myself trying to get it back on. Not so easy to get it back on, but you can get it back on. Oh, there we go. Be careful putting it back on. Oh dear, I've got it everywhere. I've got it everywhere. Hold on. Ah! Excuse me a minute while things go flying off the top because I don't want to touch them. There we go. There you go. There's Coral Morals. Yeah, don't share personal emails and that. What's going on, Ali? Oh, Shahina, yeah, I'd love to see Velvet Dragon. I've got Velvet Morning, so I can always watch that if you haven't got that one. But I'd love to see Dragon. And I definitely want to get the Carnival lip gloss. So look, I'm not going to put on any mascara. This would look better with mascara and a bit of blue eyeliner. But it's Saturday and I just don't want more mascara to get off on my eyes. So, right, I've cleaned this up. I'm going to leave it at that. But yes, has anyone ever bought from Carla Cosmetics before? Messy Makeup Mondays just for fun. Oh, do you know what? You reminded me of something. I meant to put something in the background and I didn't. And I'm not going to ruin it. Just watch my background in the coming week. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll try and remember. I meant to do it for the live. Because I know Terry likes a good laugh and so do I. I've ruined it now though. I was just going to stick it in the background and not say anything. Never mind. I'd get up and go and show you now, but I can barely walk and I'll probably trip over and then you'd all be watching a blank screen for 5 minutes while I try and get up from the floor. Honestly, my mobility is so bad. What I did this morning is I put my legs up. I've got this cushion because my lymphedema is really bad on that leg as well, because it's kind of the swelling of the injury is kind of exacerbating the lymphedema and vice versa. So I've got this thing that's like a sofa back. Hello there, John Brendan O'Neill. I've got this thing that's like a sofa chair back, and I put my legs up on it to drain them. And then after they've drained, you feel a bit weird because all of the toxins go to your head and stuff. But after they've drained, I then put on my compression wraps really quickly to keep them down. Where am I from? I'm from Essex. We're doing makeup. Are you interested in makeup, John? We're actually also about to finish up because I finished doing this look. No, you have no interest in makeup. Oh, well, you're probably not going to be interested in this then. We do live makeup every week on this channel. So, right. Is everybody else, have I missed any problems? Have I missed any questions? Finger painting with makeup, yeah. And is there anyone I haven't said hello to? You could start doing messy makeup. Thank you very much, John. That's very nice to hear. Now, right, you're all talking to one another, so I don't think I've missed any questions to me. Yeah, I didn't realise that they were opening a physical shop, Sephora. Yeah, okay, listen, I'm going to go too. Bye, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Oh, you had a question. Tria's got a question. Go ahead, Tria. I wanted to know about some good warm tone reds. Oh, Terry's saying hello to John from North Florida. Some good warm tone reds. Okay, when I have time. Do you know what? I tend to go for cool tone reds, but I have got some warm tone reds. So I will, yeah, I knew what you meant, Terry. The Charlotte Tilbury ones are, I'm going to have to think. Let me have a think and I'll get back to you. Because I always go for the blue tone reds, but I have got some warm tone reds. So definitely, let me have a think. The ones she bought out this year for New Year's are quite a good warm tone red. You know, she always brings one out around Chinese New Year. And she bought one out this year. That's quite a good warm tone red. Trini does a really good warm tone red as well. On Trini London. Have a look at that one. Again, I can't think of the name, but I'm going to have a little think about that and I'm going to message you. Okay? So for now, I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Have a lovely day. And, oh, you're from County Kerry. That's lovely. So thank you for joining us, John. And I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. Don't forget to press like on my live, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Mwah.